aeronautical mobile on the net. That'll be great to hear that. We'll be looking forward to it.
Yeah, I'm curious to see how it sounds also. Anyway, we'll be standing by. WA6LJS standing by for the Flyers net beginning at top of the hour. Good morning, Tom. K4YDB, WA6LJS. Yeah, no, I didn't. I don't have anything know anything about that, Tom. Maybe some of the other members might, but I've never heard of that. Over. Oh, Roger, yeah, that's interesting, but yeah, I haven't had any experience with that at all. Anyway, you're just above the noise locally, but I'm hearing you better on Utah 2 there, over.
Tom, this K2SJP. We used to be a member back several years ago. Yeah, I even have a certificate somewhere here, and I might still even have one of the newsletters. But when I retired 16 years ago, I pretty much didn't renew it. It may have been still a member for a short time after that, but I didn't renew it, so I never knew what happened to it, Tom. Negative. Don't know that. Oh, okay. That sounds interesting. I can remember being at one of the ham radio conventions and seeing them on a booth. Probably 6-7 years ago. So I think they were still in existence then. I don't know if they are still in existence. I haven't heard a word about them since. Okay, K4YDB, K2SJP will be standing by for the net.
K4YDB, WW5ENZ.
Yeah, good morning, Mike. Loud and clear here.
Yeah, you're the same, 5'9". I got the beam pointed southeast just to see what it looks like on the back side there. Are you going to be able to bring Don in today?
Yeah, I should be. I think the kids got here and they're going to head out in a while down to Boise. So they left me to my means here. I'll be happy to do that. And you're a little over S9, Mike. K4YDB.
Roger that. K4YDB. Appreciate that. I noticed he showed up on the list already. WW5ENZ standing by for the Air Force's Flyers Club, which will begin in about 8 minutes. WW5ENZ.
Oh, WW5ENZ, W5ADI, 15 over, Mike.
Okay, Joe. Yeah, you're a 5'9", but I do have the beam pointed southeast, so it's not really towards you, but you're doing really well. WW5ENZ.
Oh, thanks for the report. W5ADI standing by for net. Oh, you got a good signal too, Bob. K4YDB, W5ADI.
Roger, Joe. And I've got it's 8 today. I don't know why it's a little bit low. Some noise in there. Anyway, I'm sure it'll clean up. K4YDB, standing by for the net at 7.
Thanks for the report. W5ADI standing by for net.
W5OG, K2SJP.
Good morning, Bob. I did hear that Rosalie is out. That's great news. So, W5OG, and I'm hearing everybody. Good morning, all.
Okay, good morning to you, Dale, and that's what we wanted to tell you. Just happy at home. W5OG, K2SJP, standing by for the net.
Yeah, Carol and I are just sitting here having our coffee, so we're listening in. W5OG. W5OG, W5ADI, 20 over, Dale.
Okay, thank you, Joe. You have a very good signal also. And great news on getting the missus back there, Bob. K4YDB. Thank you, Bob. K2SJP.
K4YDB, W5ADR. You got a mobile calling you, Bob. QRZ, the mobile, W5ADI. W5ADI, stand by for net.
Yeah, we just
K4YDB, yeah, Bob, you got Air Mobile calling you. K2SJP, bye.
Yeah, there was a double there. Who's the aeronautical mobile? Call again, WA6LJS.
Negative. Not aeronautical.
Oh, who's the mobile then?
Roger. Kilo India 5, Sierra X-Ray Echo Mobile. I was trying to see if anybody could hear me, but it sounds like I'm kind of in the noise. I'll just be listening today, fellas, if that's okay. KFI, that's back to you.
Yeah, Kilo India 5, Sierra X-Ray Echo. Well, you're a good 5'9" out of San Diego, so I'm sure other people are hearing you too there, over.
Do the
Brandon, KI5SXE, are you still in there? WA6LJS.
Good morning, good morning. This is the Air Force's Friday edition of the Air Force's Flyers Net. Glad to have you with us today. This net meets on 14/2/90, 7 days a week, at 10 o'clock Central Time. The Flyers Club consists of military aviation members, both active and retired, pilots, air crew, ground crew, air traffic controllers, missile crews, support crews, and anyone involved with military aviation from the air branches of all services. We would very much like to welcome visitors to the net. You do not need to be involved with the military or aviation in order to check in. Our purpose is to promote fellowship between those radio amateurs who devoted a portion of their lives to support our air forces. This is a controlled net. To contact net control, use the words contact, relay, check-in, or info, whichever is appropriate. We also have a website at www.airforcesflyersclub.org. That's www.airforcesflyersclub.org. This net has a lot of info about the net and our members. There's also an online application to join if you feel qualified. We also monitor Echolink in conference mode at AFFC, and will sometimes use this as a backup. My call sign is WW5ENZ. My name is Mike, and I'm located in southeast Oklahoma City. The way the net works is we'll take check-in, and then go down the list, allowing each station to give the report. And if there's time, we'll go back for a 73 round. Please keep our transmission no longer than 2 minutes if possible, as there is another net that follows us 2 kilohertz up about an hour and a half from now. I've been monitoring this frequency, net logger, and Utah SDR2, and we have the following check-ins recorded. Great. Okay, first up on the list is K0ZNC, Don, and he'll be brought in through Echolink by K1BOB. We also have KB7LAK Justin, who's working on the aeronautical mobile system, and I'm not sure if he's there yet or not, but we'll check back with him. We have N5BE, who will be doing the net logging today, and that's Lee. Appreciate it, Lee. Appreciate you being there. We have WA6LJS John from Mill, California. We have a WB2JJO Ray, as usual, from New Jersey. And we have K4YES Tommy. Thank you for being with us today, Tommy. And a W6WAY James from California, Corona. K2SJP, Bob, you're back with us again from us at full power. Good to hear you. We have W7AJN John from Peoria, Arizona. Good to have you here, John. W2WLD Bill, and sounding great from Scotia and New York. And we have W5ABI Joe, who's putting in about a 5.9 signal here from Las Cruces, New Mexico. Let's see. Don, stand by. Your stuff blanked out there for a minute. Matt Rogers must be working on it. How about W5OG Dale? Good morning, Dale, from Mineola, Texas. KF7GJO Carl. And Carl is from Sparks, Nevada. K4YDB Charlie. Good to have you there, Charlie, and appreciate you streaming the questions and or this net. AKI5SXE is the mobile, Brandon, and he's looking like RX only today. Let's see. Have K5CAY Dan. From Tulsa. I'm sure you can't hear me because we're too close, but good to have you on board today if you can pick me up on an SDR. We have K6PX Steven, who's from San Diego. All right, let's see. Could you punch in line 13 again? N5BE.
WW5ENT N5BE. Bob disappeared and then I put him back in. Does it look okay now?
Yeah, Roger. I don't know. Don's call sign is gone, so I don't know. Anyway, let me put this out. Is there any other short timers there? That I don't already have on the list, and in fact I don't really have any short timers except for the standard call-in. So let's see. Any short timers out there, please come now. WW5ENT. Nothing's heard. Okay, let's see. Can we put a call out from the West Coast, John? WA6LJS, you're up.
Wilco, this is WA6LJS relaying for net control for the Friday morning Air Force Flyers Net. We're looking for check-ins, either members or visitors. Call out. All's quiet out west. Back to net.
Yeah, thank you. W2WLD, Bill, could you put a call out for us? WW5ENZ.
Yeah, welcome, Mike. This is W2WLD upstate New York. Relaying to net control for the Air Force's Flyers Club net. We're taking check-ins. Members or guests, please call in. Nothing heard, Mike.
Okay. Let's see. Let me go back with the question, and we'll get this show on the road here. Okay, today's question, it's about space travel. And we haven't had space stuff in a few days at least, from what I can remember. But here's the question. Of course, as we know, space travel can be dangerous and requires a lot of training. And just out of curiosity, how many astronauts or cosmonauts have been above the Kármán line into space? And that's the question. So the guesses are Alpha 752, Bravo 676, Charlie 594, and Delta 265. And the bonus question is, because it's so dangerous, I question how many people have actually perished in space. And the answers are Alpha 3, Bravo 1, Charlie 19, and Delta none. And that's the question for the day. The question and the bonus question for today. Any questions on the question? Okay, nothing heard. Let's see if we can bring Don in. K0ZNC via K1BOB, Europe, at WW5ENZ.
K1BOB here, and good morning, John. You're up. You're on the air.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning to all the players. Cool. Today probably got me stuck in an eye, and I think the weather is that's right. It's probably about 53, I think, something like that. Very cool out. Beautiful weather. Beautiful for this time of year. Gosh, let's see. On the question, I guess the first one, I have no idea. I'm going to get, what was it? Something there, whatever one that was. I think that was Baby Delta. I'm not sure what. I've been trained that was as far as the children to go down space. There were 3 astronauts and 9 on the left hand. And then I think there were, let's see, two others. 7, 14, 15, 16. I'll go with the low number there, 19. Back. But I don't think 19 was all the way in space, but maybe out by 19. I'm not sure how the question was worded there. Okay, well, with that, there would be some there may or may not be information on the damage around. And thanks to everyone for getting me on board this morning. A quick note here. I did get my license renewed via online activity yesterday. I was developing through friends. The FCC a few years back did something. I'm not sure what happened, but I ended up with 2 federal issues that were FRMs. And that went out registering for FCC active fire license. So we finally had to go directly to the phone to the FCC, and they just did a bit of out of the back. Got it all straightened out, but I didn't get my license renewed. I'm good for another 10 years since I lived that way. I'll be almost 100 years old at that time. Anyway, with that, we'll go back to you. I'm WW5ENZ via K1BOB. Thanks to both the K0 and the ZNC.
K1BOB, back to net control.
Okay, thank you, K1BOB and Don, K0ZNC. I think we got you down for DC, Delta and Charlie. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's what you said, so I wrote that down. All right, let's see. I don't know if Justin's there. KB7LAK, WW5ENZ. Are you up in the air there, Justin?
Ready to go. So put me down for a definite maybe, and I'll check in a little bit later. KB7LAK.
Okay, KB7LAK. Got a good copy on you anyway, even though you're still on the ground. So we'll put you on standby there for an answer pending. Okay, let's see. N5BE, Lee, WW5ENZ. You got a guess for us this morning, Lee?
WW5ENZ N5B. Well, I'm having problems with NetLogger. It's locking up on me and not letting me make corrections. And then all of a sudden it releases. So I got some sort of glitch going on here. But we will persevere. I wanted to add on to something Tommy was talking about yesterday. I don't know if people realize back in the around 2008, 2009, Texas State Department of Agriculture, I know that's a weird one, commissioned a study on the effect of the cartels into not only Texas but the United States. Recognizing this is 2009 now, two U.S. Army retired generals wrote a white paper relative to their conclusion. And at the time, they said that the cartels had command and control capability in medium to large-sized cities in all 50 states, equivalent to battalion and brigade level communications. And I think we've probably all heard the stories about the repeaters going up in the mountains outside of El Paso, and as quick as they're taken down, they're put back up again. So food for thought. All right, I don't know anything about space. That is my weakness. I'm gonna Charlie out. I'm gonna go Charlie, and that's my best guess. I think a slew of people have been going up, in the space shuttle back in the day, and then now the space station. So I think the numbers are pretty up there. So I'm going to go Charlie. Good question, Mike. Hit me right in my soft spot. WW5ENZ N5BE.
Okay, N5BE. Didn't mean to hit your soft spot there. But, we just haven't had one of these in a while, so I thought I'd throw it out there. And I think you said Charlie. Well, I don't know. You can write it on there if you want. But, okay, got that. And that's very interesting about what you were talking about, the cartels. I mean, there's a good reason why I think America, we need to keep our arms as just as a backup anyway. Don't want to be like Mexico and have a complete population that's unarmed, and that just is basically open to anything that goes on. So let's go down to WA6LJS, John. And how you doing this morning, John? WW5ENZ.
Check in. Yeah, I heard a check-in there too, Mike. There's a check-in standing by. But anyway, this is WA6LJS. Good morning to the net. So far, everybody's coming in nicely. And looking forward to hear Justin when he gets airborne there. See how that sounds like. Let's see. It is 54 degrees, clear blue sky, plenty of sun. That's probably going to go up to the 80s today. And going to be a very nice day. In answer to your question, well, let's see. I think the Kármán line is about 62 miles above the Earth. And as far as how many people have been above that line, I would say the answer for your first part is B Bravo, 676. I'm not sure, but that seems like a logical number. And for your bonus question, I don't think anybody has perished in space. So that would be D Delta, none. I think there's about 19 or 20 astronaut-related accidents, but a lot of that, I think that happened in launching or on the ground, but I don't think it happened in space. So the answer I'm going to put is D, none. So other than that, you're booming in here, Mike, and thanks for running things. Back to you, WW5ENC, WA6LJS.
Okay, WA6LJS, WW5ENZ, I got you down there. And let's see, I think that's W4PUO out there. Is that right, Lee? WW5ENZ.
That's affirmative. WW5ENZ, W4PUO, checking in. I'll be here. Thank you.
All right, Lee, yeah, you're 10 over, so you got a good signal up here in Oklahoma today. All right, let's see. Next in line is WB2JJO, Ray, in Petersburg, New Jersey. You're up there, WW5ENZ.
WW5ENZ from WB2JJO. Good morning to you, Chief Mike, and good morning to all the flyers on the net. Boy, I tell you what, we got a real good copy on just about everybody. The electric radio is really what it's all doing its thing today. And I also use the Unitil SDR. I don't know what happened to Lumpkin. I tuned in Lumpkin, and all I hear is FT8 on here, so I don't know. They may change things around there. But anyway, let's see. To answer the question, you know what? I changed my answer about 4 times so far, Mike, and I'm gonna go with Charlie and Alpha. Charlie and Alpha is what I'm going to put out there. I really don't know the answer, but I don't think there's 19 of them. After what John just said about the related accidents, I changed my answer. I think it's 3. So I'm going to go with Charlie and Alpha on that one, Mike. So back over to you. Hey, man, you got one dynamite thing in here. You're holding a good S9. So wherever you got your main point, it's doing a good job. Back to you, sir. WW5ENZ from WB2JJO.
Okay, WB2JJO. Yeah, we got you down there for Charlie and Alpha. All right, abbreviations for California, I guess. All right, let's see. Tommy's still out there. K4YDB. Tommy, you're up. WW5ENZ. Okay, Tommy got you. K4YDB. Got you as a pass and 1 and done. All right, and hopefully everything goes well there, and we'll catch you tomorrow. You're probably working tomorrow, though, so maybe not till Monday. So, all right, W6WAY, James, WW5ENZ. Good morning, sir. You're up.
Anyway, let's see, it's 56 degrees here, and it's supposed to warm up to 86. That's about normal here.
Okay, W6WAY, WW5ENZ. Got you down for Delta Charlie, and you're sounding good out here, James. And California temperature sounds pretty decent. About like ours today. I think we're running about 64 right now. Let's see, K2SJP, Bob. Good morning again, sir. WW5ENZ here. You're up.
WW5ENZ. This is K2SJP. Good morning to you, Mike. And good morning to all the flyers. This morning we have 79 degrees over here. Getting a little bit cooler. The humidity is nice and low. It's pretty nice outside. We were out earlier still picking up twigs out in the grass from the past hurricane. There's a lot of junk out in the grass. We got the driveway cleared, but the grass has got a lot of stuff here in Lutz. We have the XYL out of the hospital. Thank you for everybody's kind wishes on her. Her blood oxygen went up to 95, and they called me, and I went right down and got her. Very happy to be home, and we're going to make this one and done because we got to go running to the supermarket and pick up some stuff that we are badly in need of food for her especially, and that she does have a special list of some stuff to get her. So we need to do that. We'll listen till the end. We'll listen till you give the answer. On the question, I will go with 676 astronauts and cosmonauts that were ever in space. That would be Bravo. And I would say 19 perished. So I'm going to go with Bravo and Charlie. Bravo and Charlie will be my answer. Thanks for running the net, Mike. Great job as usual. WW5ENC, K2SJP. We may be on Echo Link at the 5 o'clock hour. K2SJP.
Okay, K2SJP, WW5ENZ, got you down, for BC, Bravo Charlie. And, all right, and we'll also kind of mark you as one and done, and we'll look for you tonight. Okay, let's see, W7AJN, John, good morning, sir, and you're up, WW5ENZ. Okay, W7AJN. Wow, that fishing sounds so wonderful there, man. My goodness. That really sounded great, and that's Yeah. Anyway, I'm glad you got a chance to do that, and also glad everybody's doing okay there. And I think we got you down for BA. Yes, we do. Let's see. All right, let's go to the next on the list, and that's W2WLD. Bill, good morning, sir. WW5ENZ.
Good morning again, Mike. Good morning, all. Propagation is great. Mike, you're 5DB over S9 solid. Yesterday afternoon, I tuned in 10 meters, and it was open. I was running barefoot, worked Slovakia and Northern Ireland, and got 5.9 signal report. That band likes 6 meters. They sure are fun when they're open. As far as the question goes, the main question, I think Bravo is probably correct. On the bonus, I wrote the answer down real quickly until I heard John talk about died in space versus died in the space program. But so I chewed over that for quite a bit, but I'm going to stick with Charlie. So Bravo Charlie for me, Mike, and I've got to make this one and done. I will listen out until we have the answers. Thank you, Mike. Great job. WW5ENZ, W2WLD, 73 over.
Okay, 73 to Bill, W2WLD. You've got a great signal here. You're 5.9 here, and the beam is pointed, I guess it's out the back, so that's great. And we got you down for Bravo Charlie. And have a great day, and we also got his 73 and checked out. Okay, W5ABI, Joe in Las Cruces. Go ahead, sir. You're up, WW5ENZ.
Yeah, WW5ENZ and the Flyers, W5ABI. Good morning, Mike. Good morning, Golden Flyers. Thanks for running the net. And Bob, I'm glad your wife is out of the hospital and doing okay. Anyhow, it's about 65 here. Supposed to go up to 87, so summer's starting to fade away, I hope. And Mike, you were pushing 30 over 9 at one point. I don't know. Propagation is very up to you. So anyhow, let me see. Beautiful day here. No way. Anyhow, I'm going to, on the question, on the first one, I'm going to go with Bravo. And the second one, I'm going to go with Delta. And I'm going to be here for the bottom. WW5ENZ, W5ABI.
Okay, W5ABI, you have a great signal coming in here too, Joe. You're definitely 5.9 and maybe a little bit over sometimes. So, got you down there, and we'll see how that works out for sure. All right, K4YDB, WW5ENZ. Good morning, sir. Again.
K4YDB here. Good morning, Mike. Thank you for a wonderful Friday night here as usual. And thanks for all the stuff, Charlie, there with the YouTube. I'm watching that to get the question this morning. And Leon, for doing the net logger. Oh, steady standby, Leon there. Thank you, Lee. As far as the question here, I got the kids here now, and they're pretty good. They're a little bit older, and they read. They're little bright shits, I'll tell you. Pardon that. I love them dearly. Okay, let's see. Oh boy. I was forming an answer based on the answers I'm hearing here, and I kind of whittled it down to Bravo sounded good, and Charlie sounded good. However, when John got in there, and I kind of remember the Soyuz 11? I think those are the only 3 astronauts that died from depressurization or whatever happened there in space, and there was a lot of controversy over that, and the second crew did not want to go up there to replace them, but all 3 were dead in that station. So I'm going to work a little out of the pack here. I'm going to go Bravo Alpha. Give me a BA, Mike, and good morning to everybody in the net. K4YDB, back to net.
Okay, K4YDB. Yeah, it's great to have the kids there, grandkids. It's great, and Yep. My daughter was here last week. It was nice, but good to recover from that. So, anyway, got you down for Bravo Alpha, and we'll see how that plays out there. Okay, next up is the W5OG, Dale. Good morning, Dale. WW5ENT.
All right, Mike. Yeah, good morning again, everyone. W5OG, Dale here in East Texas. Another gorgeous morning. Let's see, I'll get right to the question. I think we've whittled it down to 676, so I'm going to go with Bravo. And then I was stuck between Alpha and Charlie. I wanted it to be Brian's initials, Bravo and Charlie. But I think I'm going to have to go with Alpha. The bulk of those 19 were either on the surface or near the surface, and on re-entry they were at least back into the atmosphere. So the only ones that weren't were actually in space in Parrish were the three cosmonauts. I think Bob is correct. Soyuz 11, if I recall, but anyway, they did suffer a loss of pressurization, and all of them died before they began the re-entry process, as I recall. All right, that's my answer. Let's see, we did go vote yesterday, and the lines we had just at the right time, because before we even got out of there, the folks were, and that's 4 days after it started. So the record numbers of folks are voting early, no question about that. So this will be an interesting election cycle, to say the least. And it's important that we go vote. You make sure you get your friends, get your neighbors, get them off the sofa, as Trump would say, and get their fat rear ends down there to vote. All right, I'll be listening out, and I should be here for the 73 around there, Mike. Thanks for doing it. WW5ENZ, Chief Mike, back to you net, W5OG.
Okay, W5OG. Do you guys use those voting machines where that flips your vote over? Boy, I saw that the other day where somebody had that problem back east. I don't know. How can we be so foolish to keep using that same thing? It's just so unreliable. Anyway, I don't know. That's political, but it's not really political. I mean, that's part of our life. We got to vote, and that's right. So, and we've got you down for Bravo and Alpha, and I'm glad you got a chance to get in there and vote without too much of a hassle. I don't know. We're kind of waiting until the election day, because here, I don't know. It's a real mess downtown. You have to go into a long line. There's only like one early voting place, but we got lots of different precincts that we can vote in, and we use all the churches here in Oklahoma, and there's plenty of those. There's more churches than schools here, so lots of places to vote. Anyway, appreciate that, Dale, and let's jump down to Carl. KF7GJO, Sparks, Nevada. You're up, WW5ENZ.
Well, roger that, Mike. Good morning, everybody. KF7GJO here. Yes, it is the frozen tundra outside this morning, 29 at sunrise. Yeah, I really feel bad for the guys that say, well, it's not going to hit 100 today. But yeah, what can you say? It's something you got no choice over. All right, let's move on to the question. The first question actually could feasibly depend on which of the four definitions of the carbon line that I'm aware of, whether it's 18 miles, 62 statute miles, the point where an aerodynamic surface can no longer provide lift, or in deep space. So, long story short, boy, on all the shuttle flights, there were 7 astronauts that went up, God knows how many different cosmonauts have been in space. It's going to be a big number, but I think it's not going to be that big a number. So I'm going to go with C. Charles 594 for the first half of the question. And the second question, basically there is only one possible answer for that. And it's kind of distressing in a way that so many people have forgotten about Columbia. Because we lost 7 alone in that space re-entry disaster. And Bob was right about the 3 cosmonauts that we know about were their Soyuz depressurized in space. That would have been instant death. But the only feasible answer has got to be Centaurus for the second answer as well. So, Charlie, Canadian Club. That'll be my answer for today, Mike. So I'll be with you to the end. WW5, ENZ, KF7, TJO.
Okay, KF7GJO, 29 degrees, lovely. We're up to 64, and we haven't had 29 for a while now. We did have it a week or so ago. We did hit that, but it sounds like you're getting ready to hit that a lot. Anyway, I got you down for Charlie, or I know we're going to have some martinis this afternoon too, for sure. All right, K4YDB, Charlie, you're up. WW5ENZ.
WW5ENZ, K4YDB. Well, good morning, Mike. Morning to all the flyers out there. I hope everybody's having a good morning, except for the cold weather guys there. Right now it's 76 degrees here. Supposed to get up in the low 80s today. That'll happen about 3 or 4 o'clock this afternoon. Got all my running around done yesterday. Got everything taken care of. We gave the dog a bath. I got the bruises to prove it. And not a lot else is going to go on over here for me today. So as far as the question goes, I wrote down Bravo and Alpha on my paper, so I think I'm just going to stick with Bravo and Alpha. WW5ENZ, K4YDB, I'm back to net.
Hey, K4YDB, got your Bravo Alpha, and you got to do some dog wrestling, I guess, huh? That sounds like fun. Hopefully you don't do that too often. Maybe she doesn't get out in the mud too often. I don't know, hopefully. Okay, got you down for that, and let's see if we can get a hold of W4PUO. Lee, you're up, sir. WW5ENZ.
Thank you, Mike. WW5ENZ, W4PUO in Belleville, Texas. Well, it's a little bit cloudy today, but we're expecting some rain here in about a week or so. I hope that's not just a pipe dream, so to speak. But I guess I'll have to get out and mow my weeds before it rains. I'm thinking about the number of people that have died in space, and I assume that's after leaving terra firma, and that would include the Columbia and maybe some others in other parts of the world. So that number probably is going to be more like Charlie than any other that I can think of. And there may have been some balloonists that got as high as that and could cool themselves in space and didn't have enough oxygen. I don't know about that. But I'm going to say Delta for the first answer because it's a smaller number, and Charlie for the second answer. So D.C., like in Washington, D.C., where you send all your money. W4PUO, back to you.
Okay, W4PUO. I got you down there, and let's see. Did you guys? Did they count you guys as going into space there above 80,000, or is that not quite there? WW5ENZ.
No, there's a lot of jokes and rumors about how high we flew and so forth, but we were still breathing air. I mean, it wasn't much of it, but we were air breathers, and space is above that.
be a 4 PUM.
Roger, Roger. I didn't know if those engines had enough, they were kind of like combo engines to do that. I got you though, that makes a lot of sense. Okay, let's go down to, let's see, Ben, I think you're there. K4YDB, somebody might have to bring him in, unless he's on an SDR, because he's too close to me in Tulsa. John, you might be able to do that for me. WW5ENZ. K5CAY, you're right.
WW5ENZ. This is K5CAY. Well, this is almost a little embarrassing to see the visitor next to my name. I tried to get on the net logger and change it. I'm actually 761, but it's kind of like the guy who hasn't been to church for a long time. He comes and everybody thinks he's a visitor. Anyway, we've had a lot of things go on this summer. We've been fighting breast cancer and deaths in the family, and so I haven't been around for a while. Trying to get back in more active into it. Thank goodness for SDR, because it's the only thing that I'm able to hear most people. Questions? I don't have much knowledge of any of this, but I'm going to go with Farm Bravo for the first one, and I'm going to go with Delta. I don't know some of these things on reentry. I don't know whether that counts or not, but I'll say that none has been reported that we're in space. Anyway, hopefully I'm getting through. Back to you, WW5ENZ, K5CAY.
Okay, K5CAY, WW5ENZ. Yeah, I got you really good on the SDR, Dan, and just a little bit of noise. I can tell you're there, but I can't understand you locally, so that's pretty good for Tulsa. I think probably if we did 40 meter, probably could hear you really well though, for sure. And like I said, Tuesday nights we do 40 meters. Anyway, got you down there, and let's see, for Bravo Delta, and I'm going to say hi to Steven, K5CX, receive only down there in San Diego, and Steve, good to have you on board, and we'll wish you good. I know your weather's probably just as good as John's, maybe better, I don't know. Okay, and then after that is KG5PTE, James, in Belton. Are you there? Morning, James. WW5ENZ.
Well, good morning, Chief. WW5ENZ, KG5PT here. I'm still here. Everybody sounded good. Mike, you're an S9 here on me on the hex beam on this Yaesu 710. I was going to fire the flex tip this morning, but I got up too late. I'm still sick with this cold and just got out of bed right before my neck started. I've been fighting this stuff for 4 days now, but since I'm on the tail gunner, I'm gonna spill the beans a little bit. I did some searching on that. I even asked Google Voice here, my Nest, and I asked Google, and it says 643 people have reached the Carmen line, 643, and I'm looking at it right now on Google. But that question, 643, is not on here. You got 752, 676, 594, and 265. So for your answer, I'm going to have to choose Bravo, although I think it's 643 people have reached Carmela line. Now, as far as how many people have died, I'm going to go Charlie, 19, because I asked Google that question too. So since I'm the tail gunner, that's my answer, and I'm going to stick to it and turn it back to you. WW5ENZ, KG5PT.
Okay, KG5PTE, got you down for Bravo Charlie, and we'll talk about that a little bit here at the end. All right, NX6RG, receive only, and I see you got down for Bravo Alpha, and Bob, hopefully y'all going well out there in California, and I know you also got a Zoom meeting to catch up on, so okay. And let me jump back to KB7LAK and see if you're there, Justin. This is WW5ENZ. Okay, got you, Charlie Delta, and we'll come back to you on the 73 round there. Maybe I'll slide you down a little bit there to give you guys a chance. Don't do anything crazy now. Don't rush yourselves out there. Take your time, and we'll catch you. All right, that is the bottom of the list. Is there any other check-ins for the Air Force's Flyers Club? Please come now. WW5ENZ standing by. Nothing heard. Okay, well, let me go ahead and we'll do the question. Since everybody, yeah. Okay, one of the things, we talked about the internet before, and there's different, you can get different references up there. So some of this stuff is kind of just ballpark, but one of the things that I do think it comes up with a little bit of a difference is the Chinese, because they were very, in fact, I don't know if any of you know it, but there's 3 Chinese right now in the space station that kind of tracks us around in the International Space Station. And 3 Chinese guys just landed the other day. So they're switching out people all the time. And I think the number that I have includes Chinese. So the actual number, again, and this is dependent on the day of the week, but the astronaut was Bravo. It was 676, and that was what my reference said. I realize that James had a different one, but I don't know. Maybe that didn't include the Chinese. I don't know, but mine included everybody in the world. Okay, and now the bonus question. This is a real interesting one, and the right answer actually was Alpha 3, and that was the Soyuz 11, which is exactly what Bob was talking about. That capsule was so tight they couldn't wear spacesuits, and their valve actually opened up just as they started their return to Earth. So they were actually above the Kármán line when they perished. It's what the autopsies reveal. It's kind of sad. The capsule came down, and when they went to get it, they knocked on it, and no one answered, and he opened it up, and there was the 3 astronauts there. Pretty much blue, and they had blood running down their ears and their nose. And so they got it was really tough for their space program, too. Nobody else wanted to go up there. And it told me that you don't go up without a spacesuit. And, even our pilots that get close there wear spacesuits. And I guess Lee could probably confirm that, too. Anyway, that was the answer. There was a lot more fatalities, and they were basically in Earth's orbit, and so they didn't count as space. So that was my reference. So the answer was BA, and the first one that got that was actually W7AJN. John kind of hit the nail on the head way up front. So anyway, appreciate you participating today, and I had to come up with a good question, and I'll be waiting on Lee's next question next time. So everybody, let me go back. We'll go back to a 73 round. We've got some time. We're not even at 1100 hours here yet. So let's go back up and see if we can get a hold of K0ZNC, K1BOB. Could you bring him in?
K1BOB here, stand by, and Don, you're up for the 73 round. Go ahead, sir.
Operated extra class are about 14
But anyway, it's been a while. But we'll get up back to you, Mike, and thanks for running the net. Mike and Bob, K4YDB, thank you for installing there. This is K4YDB, back to you, Mike, via K4YDB. 73s, everybody, have a good one.
K4YDB, back to now.
Okay, K4YDB, thank you, and K0ZNC, appreciate that, and have a great weekend. And let's see, I'm going to skip over Justin. I'm going to put him towards the bottom here to give him a chance to get airborne. And we'll go down to N5BE and the 73 router, WW5ENC.
WW5ENC N5B. I was moving Justin down and trying to shut the SDR off at the same time and failed. So, all right, I learned something today. So well done, Mike. And I think a good question is one where you look down the remarks column and there's all kinds of different answers because everyone's got their own take on it. So if that is success for a question, well done. So we'll see everybody tomorrow. And I'm putting a note up right now. I talked to Bob about this. I may not be on time on Sunday. So I'm going to be on the net, but I'm not going to be on time. So someone's going to need to get it going, and then I can come in later and take over NetLogger. But just let you guys know, it's all, in all likelihood I'm going to be late Sunday. Not 100%, but it's leaning that way. All right, that's it for me. 73, everybody, and we'll see you tomorrow. WW5ENZ N5BE.
Okay, N5BE, no problem. We've done that before. We have, sometimes we have, we have John start it up, and then when he leaves, I'm here, and then I'll take it over, and then when you get in, you got it. So we'll make it work for some reason. We can work that. Okay. Speaking of helping out on Sunday morning, WA6LJS, John, the 73 router, WW5ENZ.
Okay, thanks, Mike. Good net, good condition today. I didn't even need the SDR. Everybody's coming in nicely. 73s, thanks for running things, and we'll probably be over to Echo Link for a couple minutes, and then we got to get out of here. So W5ENC, WA6LJS, back to net.
Okay, 73s to John, WA6LJS, WW5ENC. Okay, WB2JJO Ray, 73 round, WW5ENC.
WW5ENZ from WB2JJO. Well, I tell you what, Mike, I got 50% of the question. I wasn't too sure about the feed part of it, but at least I learned something, and okay on the A side. But other than that, we have a real good signal in here. Like I said, unlike John, I almost didn't need the SDR, and I heard my good friend Bill there at WCWLD locally, which is rare, because we're just like, so we're really close for recording meters. With that there, Mike, thank you for doing this. Great question as always. And we'll see you further on down the line. And 73 to all the flyers, and God bless America. WW5ENZ, WB2JJO.
Okay, WB2JJO, 73s, Ray. And I do have a good signal on you today. It's down a little, but at least I got it, so that's a good thing. All right, take care. And let's go down to a WS6WAY James, 73 router, WW5ENZ. Okay, James, W6WAY, 73s to you. And let's see, W7AJN, John, you were the first one to get it right, sir. You're up, WW5ENZ for 73 rounds. W7AJN, WW5ENZ, you copy?
W7 was Ian here. Good morning again, and thanks for the big question. And everything's okay here, so I'll give my 7-3 and all the flyers out there and make it a wonderful day. You're in charge of it. WW5ENZ, W7,
Okay, W7AJ and 73 Studio. Great to hear from you. Let's see, let's go down about Las Cruces and go to W5ABI, Joe, 73 round, WW5ENZ.
Yeah, WW5ENZ, W5ABI. Good night, Mike. I got part of it right. Hot. Okay, you still got a booming signal. Great signals on the net. I didn't have to use the SDR on anyone. WW73's on you and all the flyers. Thanks again for running the net. WW5ENZ, W5ABI.
Okay, W5ABI. Yeah, you got it within 3, so that's not bad, Joe. Anyway, great hearing from you, and have a great day, and hope the rest of your weekend is also good. All right, K4YDB, WW5ENZ, 73 round, sir.
Thank you, Chief Mike, K4YDB, all the flyers. Good to hear Ray back there. I think he had a couple of days off. I was wondering where you're at, Ray. Glad you're out there today. And especially want to thank Dan for making it in, K5CAY, Oklahoma. Dan is the only person on the net that I know of I've ever flown with. And he brought that to my attention. I checked my records, and sure enough, I could probably find you. Got the aircraft tail number that we flew together. I'm going to research the aircraft to see what's become of it. Probably went to the boneyard. Anyway, Dan, thank you very much for being able to make some time with all you're having to go through there. So very, very good to hear you. Let's see. I'm gladly report it was 22 degrees this morning when we got up, but it is up to 27 now. It's up to 27. It's going to be a gorgeous day. Anyway, K4YDB, great net, Mike. Appreciate you. And off. K4YDB, back to you, Mike.
Roger that. Appreciate that, and we'll make sure. I fixed up that information for Dan, and also I just want to make sure that N5BE saves that information so that it'll pull it up next time. So yeah, we got to save everybody off, and then it'll come up right. So we'll get it. Not a problem. Okay, W5OG, you're up for 73 round, sir. WW5ENZ.
Okay, Mike, mighty fine. We got a tuner upper there. It's quite obnoxious, even on the SDR. But you're coming in good on the SDR, of course. You don't have any problems. I can actually hear you locally today, which is interesting. But conditions are pretty good, overall. And and I will be busy starting on the week over the weekend, because we are having this RV rally here in Mineola, and I will not be able to do the net next Thursday. I'm not sure if I think some folks were trying to see if their calendar would be clear so they could step in there for me. But I won't be on the net probably starting on Sunday as a result of the activities with my RV rally. Anyway, that's the story here. Maybe I'll be able to check in. I may be able to get in on Echolink a few days. I'm not sure. But we'll see how that goes. But I won't be able to do the net next Thursday. So anyway, somebody, if they could pick that up, I would very much appreciate it. And I'll go ahead and say 7-3 now. I will check in on Echolink, see if who shows up there for a short round after the net, since we're fairly early anyway. Thanks, Chief. Good job. Enjoyed the question. WW5ENZ back to net, W5OG.
Okay, W5OG. Yeah, it looks like anybody that's hearing my voice, we are looking for a net control, I guess, for next Thursday. I think it's what we're saying. And we'll see you on Echolink after this. We get to the bottom of this. Okay, so let's see, Carl. KF7 GJO. Carl, you're up, sir, for a 73 round. WW5ENZ.
Okay, Mike. All right. I'm going to say that's the same question. Kind of edge there.
downwind line and several definitions of what it could be, but I had fun. I enjoyed it, and that's what it's all about. Well, everybody, this is Friday Martini night, so be sure to overindulge and we'll try this again tomorrow. Have a fantastic night. WW5ENZ, KF7DJ.
Okay, KF7GJ. Oh, yeah, great to have you with us, Carl. And yeah, the Carmen line, it kind of moved, but I think the international body decides it's 100 kilometers. And I believe that comes up to about 62 miles. I don't know, whoever do the math on that, but it's about 60-some miles up in the air. Okay, let's go say 73s to Carl, and I'll break with you and go to K4YDB. Charlie, you're up for a 73 round.
WW5ENZ K4YDB. Well, good net today. It was an interesting question. I was surprised I got it right, but hey, what can you say? But nothing here. I'll say seven. Well, wait a minute. Got one more thing. Dale, I'll see if I can pick up your net on Thursday. I've got to go check my calendar to make sure because I got something going on next Thursday and I'm not sure what it is. But anyway, 73s, everybody. K4YDB back to net.
Okay, K4YDB, we've got you tentatively down. Let's see how that works out. I appreciate that, Charlie. And thanks again for streaming this net. All right, W4PUO Lee, 73 round, sir. WW5ENZ.
Thank you, Mike. W4PUO here. 73s. It's nice to hear you on. Very good signal. 10 over most of the time, Mike. And just outstanding audio. So it's a pleasure to hear you running the net. I appreciate the question, and I learned a little bit. So thank you very much. 73's all the flyers. WW5ENZ, W4PUO, back to net.
Okay, W4PUO, 73's to you, Lee. And to be honest with you, every time I talk to you, I learn something. So hang in there, and we'll catch you the next time you're on the air. All right, K5CAY, Dan. I don't know if you got me on an SDR, but you're up for a 73 round, sir. And I did correct your info on the net router, WW5, the end.
WW5ENZ, K5CAY. Thank you for running the net, and thank you for letting me back in the fold. Hopefully, I'll be able to be a little more with it in the future. But enjoyed the questions. 73 to all, and we'll talk to you later. K5CAY, back to net control.
Okay, K5CAY, Dan, 73's to you. And yeah, I hope you're enjoying this Oklahoma weather just like I am, for sure. And yeah, I can't wait till next week when we can get out there and go. All right, KG5PTE, James, you're up for a 73 round, WW5ENZ.
WW5ENZ, KG5PTE, and I'd like to welcome K5CAY back to the fold. Good to hear you have good signal down here in Belton, Texas. For sure. Well, I was going to tell you, Clifford, W5PTE, he didn't make the net today because he's getting evaluation done at the VA, but he should be back on the air this afternoon. He's going to go do his Friday afternoon trucking this afternoon, so he's not going to be here, was not here this morning because he is at the VA getting a CMP exam, compensation pension evaluation, which is what you got to go through to get your disability up changed and stuff, so it's required. Anyway, good luck with him. I hope all that goes good for him, for Cliff. And, yeah, good on all the answers about... Yeah, I do remember about the 3 cosmonauts that didn't wear spacesuits. Yeah, I forgot about those guys. That was a terrible situation. Must have been a terrible death, too. Anyway, thanks for running the net, Mike, and I'll be on Echolink here. And I'm going to play a little bit with WinLink today. If I can get the node back up and running. I forgot what the frequency was, so I'm going to get WinLink running. So anybody wants to send me some messages, I'll have it up. WW5ENZ, KG5PT, that's net 73.
Okay, KG5, sorry. Yeah, KG5PT, I'll get it out. 73's to you, James. Good to hear you, and have a great day. And let's see. Also, the last on my list is KB7LAK. Justin, how you doing, sir? WW5ENZ, it's 73 rounds. Roger, Roger. Okay, well, no problem. Yeah, that's just going to be the end of our net fight. Yeah, I'm sure we maybe somebody will come back to you, after we're done. So WW5ENZ 73 is Justin, and take care and have a safe flight. WW5ENZ. I think they're real close to this one. I think it's like, I don't know, it's, shoot, I'd have to check. But I'll check and tell you. When I close this net, I can look it up because they are actually on their order also. So 73 is in standby, and I'll tell you that information. WW5ENZ.
Comment.
Go ahead, comment.
Yeah, the Alaska Pacific are 292. And Justin, if you're copying me after the net, I'll be monitoring 285. I'll monitor 285 if you want to try something down there. Back to net.
Great, John. Appreciate that. Yeah, that's good. I know he's been working real hard on getting this done, and that'd be great. So this is the bottom of the net, and is there any other check-ins, last-minute calls? WW5ENZ standing by. Okay, I've got Kilo 6, Papa X-ray. Okay, and also have another check-in. Go ahead on the second check-in. Roger that. Whiskey 7, Charlie, Foxtrot, November. Okay, let's see. All right. K6PX, go ahead and take your turn for the Air Force's Flyers Club, sir. WW5ENZ. I'll copy that. And K6PX, 73 is to you, sir. Appreciate that. Okay, W7CFN, WW5ENZ, go ahead and take a shot at this, sir.
Air Force Flyers net. What you said. I wasn't a flyer. I was a technician on F-15s and UFOs. And so I'm just curious and what you guys were up to. So I found that Bill, you're still what we did in Post Falls, Idaho. We're in the Panhandle, Idaho, about 25 miles east of Spokane, Washington. And man, you're still from Oklahoma. So I just wanted to say hi and thanks everybody. I'm 73. W7CFN.
W7CFN. I'm an avionics guy too. Actually, I just did B-52s and then some work with A-10s and depot here at Tinker. But yeah, you're fully qualified. If you did anything on an airplane in any service, you're very qualified. And so maybe look at our website and take a look at that and see if you might be interested in it. It is www. Air Force Flyers Club. Those are Air Forces Flyers Club.org, and those are plural. So anyway, appreciate you checking in with us. I was up there at Fairchild for a couple of years myself, so I know the weather anyway. Anyway, that is the conclusion of the Air Force's Flyers Club net today. I appreciate everybody participating, and it was great to have you on board. And we had pretty good conditions today, so I'm going to say 73 is all, and we're going to return this frequency back to normal amateur use. WW5ENZ 73. Copy that, 285.
W7CFN, W5ABI.
W7CFN, WW5ENZ.
I think you moved, Mike, W5ABI.
Yeah, W5ABI. I was going to see if I could relay for you, but he must have moved. Yeah, I had a great signal readings up there from Idaho. Interesting. WW5ENZ.
73, Mike, W5ABR.